Alright, let's get this next guy in. Morgünd, also known as Morgünd the Desolator. This guy is essentially the epitome of evil. Morgünd is the saint of malice. And yeah, the school of malice. Becoming a follower of Morgünd means that you have abilities only in everything essentially evil. And one of the more unique things is no one really knows what he actually looks like. And that's not just, oh, no one knows what he looks like under all his clothes and armor and stuff, like the Lord of the Woods. There are next to no actual descriptions of him. The only actual descriptions that survive are from the Battle of Mount Garmund. Which was insane because that battle ended in multiple mountainsides being flattened, hundreds, if not thousands of people dead, and a plague sweeping across Eurigon, which would later claim millions of lives. But the only surviving descriptions state that he was in full plate armor, covered in a cloak that covered most of his body, and he had eyes that were a disgusting shade of red. Yeah, disgusting shade. Is one of the most powerful beings in Eurigon, and it's not like he was originally made to be that. Morgünd was originally a player, and he was made into a saint. Him becoming a saint came after he defeated Crom, of all people. And Crom himself doesn't really give much description of what happened. More that, Morgünd turned his magic against them and that was it. But he essentially took the entire school of malice as his domain. And since then, people had tried to kill Morgünd and his following since he became infamous. Since his ascension, and no one has ever really come back. The only winning victory that can claim to be even close to that is Uglain, a follower of the Brotherhood of the Owl. And he didn't even beat Morgünd, he just survived fighting him. Morgünd's main following comes in two tiers. The Jaws, which are really just his main following, and the Cackling Skulls. Those are the guys who work directly under Morgünd and do exactly what he tells them. Which is kind of hard to do because most of them don't speak. In fact, none of the following that sits in the Cackling Skulls speak. And there's even a reason why they're called that, but it's something you only really get once you join. It's because the Cackling Skulls sew their mouths shut as a show of loyalty. The Jaws, on the other hand, remove their physical jaws and replace them with metal, hence the name. That, like with the Cackling Skulls, is a show of loyalty. And, well, it gives them a distinct look. If you're really loyal to me, you're going to have the distinction and people are going to hunt you. You better be packing. More to come in the next few videos. Subscribe.